All right, and I think it'll be a good time to go ahead and move on to our video segment.
Wait, we actually have a video segment this time?
A little more so a little bit more this time, but yeah, we actually have enough time to pull it off for once. I'm as scared as you. I'm absolutely as scared as you. All right, so video segment. We got quite a number of videos here, so it's gonna be nice to finally start to go through some of them. We're gonna start off with a MLP PMV called Dangerous Desire. This was uploaded by Lumo Zoo.
We don't have much time.
I'm gonna pause that right there. So yeah, really awesome animation. It's got nice subtitles there, so you know what in the world they're singing about. And there's even a little voice acting, which we just barely heard. So yeah, I absolutely recommend checking it out. Little story there going on. Dangerous Desire once again by Lumo Zoo. Now let's go ahead and watch something completely violent. Pony Combat, Fluttershy vs. Derpy.
Oh, nice use of the Sonic Ball trick there.
And that's where it's going to pause there. Want to check out the rest of this and see who the victor is, if there is a victor. That will be Space Odd Pony with Pony Combat, Fluttershy vs. Derpy. Definitely. No, here. Who's ready for a little bit of old school hilarity?
Yeah, I was a little ahead earlier.
Oh, well, let's do this now.
Bring out today! Bring out today! Bring out today! Here's one. Ninepence.
I'm not dead.
What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence.
I'm not dead.
Here. He says he's not dead.
Yes, he is. I'm not.
He isn't? Well, he will be soon. He's very ill.
I'm getting better.
No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment. Oh, I can't take him like that. It's against regulations.
I don't want to go on the car.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Of course, the first bit is all of G5's in the car.
Yeah. But yes, Bring Out Your Dead by Argo Damon. I've been waiting so long to play this one because it's so hilariously fun. Yeah, you get to see G5 in the car and just all the shenanigans, especially with good old Monty Python. So yeah, check that out. Bring Out Your Dead, Argo Damon. And now, you'll be back.
You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement,
And we're gonna pause right there, sorry. But yes, You'll Be Back, Queen Chrysalis, Hamilton, Animatic by Magpie Pony.
Damn, she went into the full craziness of that song.
Yeah. But yes, unfortunately, this is all we're ever going to get because it's going to remain unfinished, which sucks, but at least what we did get is pretty cool.
Yep.
Aww.
Yep. Now, who's ready for a little bit of weird drama? Because maybe later, Spike.
Twilight! Found it! Finally. You're welcome. Huh? Hey, Twilight. We should take a break from work and do something fun.
Maybe later, Spike.
We can go to the park and play around there for a while.
Maybe later, Spike.
Oh! Donut Joe is revealing his latest creation this afternoon! All your pony friends are going to be there, and the—
Maybe later, Spike.
Oh,
This is an interesting art style.
well, we could go explore more of the Canterlot Library or something. You enjoy it there. Right, Twilight? Twilight?
Maybe later, Spike! Did I nail it that time? Or should we try for take 5?
Now throw the
You have
book at
made
him.
me to adopted little brother / son.
Why? I just... Spike!
We're about halfway.
Oh my gosh, Spike! I'm so sorry! I didn't
That's
mean...
a face.
It's all...
That is a face.
I'm gonna throw you out the window now. Oof. Okay. Yeah. This is about halfway, so there is still a lot more to go. But from PB Animations, maybe later, Spike. We'll let you decide how far you want to get into the waterworks. But until then, go to hell.
I see what you did there.
I hope so. That's the name of it.
going on.
You think so? There's a little bit more to this.
And what about halfway?
Guessing there has to be, with the fact this is part 2.
Yep. That's part 2 because apparently they did 2 different versions of this music video with different animators and different endings on how it actually ends. So I guess it's kind of a pick your poison in a funny way.
Yeah, I just love whenever creatives do that.
Yep. So yeah, be sure to check it out. This is on Prince Whatever's page. Go to Hell. It's a part 2, so there's a part 1 and a part 2. And now for Pinky Spelling.
That model.
Well, Polly, I saw Captain Horse do something like this.
Oh, why are you trying to eat it?
Because it's spelling and...
Honestly, I would consider it more of a PlayStation inspired. But there's no way in hell a PlayStation could pull something.
Oh god, those limbs just extended.
Yep.
Yeah.
My god, she just ate a living thing. She fought it.
High opera on supply.
Okay, balloons. I thought they were potion bottles.
I kind of thought so too.
Like, just ate the glass.
Alright, we're going to pause that right there. But yeah, Pinky Spelling, a low pony. But it's supposed to be Poly Joke animation. This was done by Brovia. So, yeah, check out the rest of it. And if for any of you are curious, that was an 8-bit, that was a chiptune version of Policy of Truth. And now I got to put that on my Spotify.
Oh wow, yeah, just mousing over the second half. I don't understand what's happening. That's gonna be fun to look at later.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you guys the satisfaction of looking. You're gonna have to look at it for yourself. Instead, how about Twilight at Saga?
Hiya, Twilight. Hi, Spike. What you doing?
Oh, hi, Pinky. This really isn't a good time.
Twilight's trying to write her big novel, and it's not going so well.
Ugh. Ever since I became a princess, ponies have been clamoring for me to write some kind of memoir about all my experiences. So I wrote the first draft of an autobiography.
It was pretty bad.
How bad we talking?
This is a passage from her fillyhood, specifically age 7. Monday, September 21st. I tried to have oats and almond milk for breakfast, but Shiny got to it first, and there was nothing left for me. I couldn't decide what to have instead, so I ran to my room and cried about it for exactly 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Woof.
It'll never sell.
Huh. Too bad you weren't the other Twilight.
Other Twilight? What do you mean?
This one. It's full of shiny vampires who want
Oh,
to hurt
God.
their feelings. It's sold over 160 million copies worldwide. It's true. Look it up.
No, I'm not looking it up.
You should use that vampire bat spell on yourself if you want to write a bestseller like that one.
Spike? What's wrong?
It's
Don't
Twilight.
make bad
She's coming.
suggestions that you're not willing to live with.
Is she coming for second breakfast? Or pre-lunch?
Not like that. I mean, she's coming for this.
A comic book?
When Twilight's second draft of her memoir wasn't any better than the first, she actually took my idea and became Twilabat.
Ooh, I bet Applejack.
Oh no, she became bad.
You wanna know what happens with Twilabat and why he's so afraid? You have to go to Magpie Pony and check it out. Trust me, it's worth it.
Why is the comic book so important?
Exactly. You're gonna have to find out for yourself. It is interesting and kind of funny in its own right. But now, the glory at Chrysalis's knees. Pause that thing. But yeah, this is
There's a lot going on.
Yep, this is the Glory at Chrysalis's Knees by somebody actually, but it's uploaded on Cosmia's Stash because I believe it was on Bilibili or at least another Chinese video hosting site. And
Definitely came from one of those sites.
yeah, so Cosmia Stash usually brings those over here onto the YouTube Spectre so we can see them. So, yeah, check it out, along with a lot of other videos. But, yeah, definitely remember the name if you want to find it, because there's a lot in there. Next.
Again, I'm thankful for more creative people getting into this fandom.
Yep. By the way, I realized I should have pointed it out, too, but the closed captionings were translated.
Yep.
On that one.
Yep, it's just why I activated them.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, well, I'm not looking at your screen. So.
That's fair enough. But yeah, it does have translated closed captions, so make sure you have those on, or else you're not going to understand a single word that's coming out of their mouth. All right.
Not unless you're French.
Oh, yeah, true. Those schools markers.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you say you didn't do this, you are a fucking liar.
Yeah.
You're out. Yeah. Everybody did that. I did that. I'm not gonna lie. I put as many together as I could.
All lightsabers.
But yeah, that's from
The kids in the
Paramare
back
Animation.
of the class always did that, and then their markers got mixed up with each other because they just had to pick them up.
Yeah, this is from Paramare Animation, so if you want to see the rest of this, or give it a thumbs up or a little bit of love, because it is a really short one. I mean, it's 20. We only saw 20 seconds, and it's only 39 long. Check it out.
Also,
Give them a little love. Let them know that they made an awesome, funny one. But
also, it's a Smolder Celis ship. Come on.
Yep. Now, Tia, I'm scared.
Is that the only reason you woke me up?
Well, yes, I had a bad dream, and I'm scared. I'm scared. Luna, you're a full-grown mare.
You gotta pause it right there. Yeah, it's short. This is 20 seconds long, so yeah, I gotta pause it here. You don't get a lot of it. It's from Katie Wolf. Yep, Katie Wolf.
I'm scared.
Tia, I'm scared. Check out the rest of it. It's funny. But now you're pronouncing it wrong.
The stupid American pronounces pétri as croissant. Croissant. It is pronounced.
Perfect pause.
Incoherent surrender speak. Oh,
really? Oh god. Oh my god! It does say incoherent surrender speak. Oh no! No! Please be sure to check this one out too, Katie Wolf. I think the next one's also Katie Wolf, but it's also going to be ridiculously short. It's 6 seconds long. So, yeah.
What? Oh.
Okay, go!
You want to see what happens? Scootaloo does a thing. Katie Wolf, one more time.
One more time.
Anyway.
How is there more to go?
There's a few more seconds left. Something could happen. Trixie the main stylist, oiled up.
Did you get that thing oiled down? Falls down. Yeah, did you get it oiled up?
It's also Katie Wolf. This one's longer.
You talking about the oil change? Yeah. So why don't you just say that? I mean, what the fuck? Every time I come on here, you're there taking me through this whole obsession with rhythm and roll, man. With your terminology, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, just come on, man. Finish cutting my head. I need to fuck about it, yeah, man. Come on, cuz. I got you.
Did that audio come from something?
I think it did.
I believe so.
Or I don't know if the audio itself came from something, but I think the actual thing itself came from something. But I don't know what it is. But
the music,
the captions.
It feels like
the captions were
required.
Yeah, the captions were in Polish with the turning words into buck and other things like that. But yeah,
it's a
Kenny
YouTube
Wolf once
short.
again. Oh,
It's a YouTube short, like an actual thing with people in it.
No, I figured that.
Wow.
Okay.
I would have thought it was a Grand Theft Auto thing. I'm not gonna lie.
No, apparently this is just a thing that it was just a thing that somebody posted up on YouTube, and it's just there we go. The music in the background is from something, and I cannot remember what.
That's Portal.
Portal, thank you.
Portal, yeah.
God, like it was bothering the hell out of me.
No, that's the radios.
Yes.
Guess what? Time for great engineering.
Brain. Open top tank. Fucking great engineering.
CMC, have we heard that?
Company of Heroes. Great engineering. Katie Wolf, one more time. I think we might finally be out of the Katie Wolf segment here for a little bit. So now, Diary of a Time Looper.
How can you have a diary that just keeps resetting every time you go back?
Because you remember it.
Because you write it down every time.
And for the last 33
Future diary.
I've been stuck in a time loop, repeating the 23rd of March to the AR. It is still unknown how the loop started, nor how it can end it. All I can say with any amount of certainty is that time for the rest of the world resets every night, and every morning I wake up, it is the morning of the 23rd. Various tests have concluded the following. Of all the ponies I've spoken to, I am the only one who can remember the previous loop. It is impossible for me to remain awake past midnight. As soon as the moon reaches its zenith, I pass out, and no amount of magic can stop this.
So basically, a really dark version of Groundhog Day.
No, Groundhog Day was already dark.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
This is darker.
No,
There were a number of loops in there where, yeah.
no, it was far darker. We just saw.
you know what?
where
Well,
he
okay,
tried-
okay. I don't know. If you want to figure it out for yourself, I think this is based off of an actual story you can read. Anyway, this is from Sinclair Dugard, and once again, Diary of a Time Looper, animated. And it does say grimdark horror, so I'm guessing it doesn't end well, or maybe it does eventually end better, but it's going to go through some.
It
dark
has
places.
some things, yeah.
Anyway, Flurry's War against Sombra.
My father was a fire and brimstone preacher.
Yeah, original written by Kodakai, audio drama by Scribbler.
My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway.
Wait, are we back at Hamilton?
Yep. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
Yep, that was the Hamilton.
I am the one thing in life I can control. I am inimitable, I am an original. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am dying.
Yep. This is from Damayanti Draws. And, yep, it's a 2-minute little video. A good animation. Check it out, please. Awesome, good stuff. I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. Now for slaves done it before.
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves.
Okay, we're gonna stop there.
There you go. I mean, not wrong, but also
wow. That's such a wow, yeah.
History is not kind to the losers.
Okay, that's from Kageyake Girls. Slaves.mp4. Take it with a grain of salt, please. Alright, the Gaslight Stable, Deception is Magic.
Pipsqueak! Impressive stuff out there for your first job. How about you come work for me instead? I'll pay you triple whatever Kenny...
the Gaslight District.
Yep. A little bit of the Gaslight District, a recent animation that came out about the same time of BabsCon. Really. I only get to see parts. I only get to see parts of it, unfortunately. So I haven't seen the full thing yet.
Yes, the Diary of a Time Looper thing is on FilmFiction. It is a dark tragedy.
Yep. So, yeah, read it if you really want, but I'm guessing it doesn't end as well as Groundhog Day does. Anyway, Gaslight District from Twital. Or Gaslight Stable by Twital. Check it out. Izzy loses it.
すいませんでしたゆうこ、あんた何やってんのなんかつい謝っちゃったよ
いや僕もびっくりしたよいきなり謝られたから
すいませんそれで何かご用ですか
いやね最近自販機の偽札
Yeah, this is what I hope completes because I think I know what this scene is from.
Nichijou.
Nichijou, yeah.
Nichijou?
And it gets ridiculously violent in a funny way. But
of course it would.
But yeah, this is from Macardio. It doesn't indicate that he's not going to try to continue on this, but this is just what he's had so far, so I guess we'll see if anything further comes of it. But check it out anyway, because it is still pretty fun, and Macario does some really good animations. And now, Open the Door! Remake, Grimdark, animation. What is with all the Grimdark?
See my name on the list?
Right.
Everything checks out. Let
Oh.
me inside and make a little call. Why? There's nobody. Hello? Fuck.
I really need to get into the building. Don't want to wait anymore.
Oh, they did the ponified version of this.
It's basically a ponified version of this with different dark versions of the main six.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I give him credit for actually recording, not just using the original audio.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They got their own voice acting, and it sounds similar to the characters too. So it's really good stuff. I mean, all of this is really cool. So absolutely, please check this out. Phil C. Animate and Open Door remake Grimdark animation meme. Now, who can reform Chrysalis?
Do you really think we can do it? Do you think she can be reformed?
Our sisters do it all the time, don't they? We won't be taken seriously as friendship ambassadors unless we reform a villain.
Oh,
That's how they got their start.
Don't!
I don't know.
Oh, come on, sweetie. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Shh! Don't jinx it! Got that spell ready? I guess. Here goes nothing.
Chrysalis, you just have to flood her with love until she accepts it.
I'm free!
Actually, Miss, Chrysalis, ma'am, only your
Surprisingly, going off of everything, Chrysalis would probably be the easiest to reform out of the trio.
I, the evil Queen Chrysalis, command you to release me from this stone prison at once.
Well, Queen Chrysalis, ma'am, we can't do that.
Yes, but if you can pump her full of enough purified love, she might, have a change of heart.
You mean?
Not saying she
if I
would, but
was
you know what I
good,
mean.
Then you'd let me go?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Then, in that case, I am good.
Really?
Yes,
Really.
really.
Oh, dang it, the sweetie eyes.
Really?
Oh, the apple boy. Dang
yes, really, really.
Really?
Yes, already. I'm good. Now let me out of here or you'll suffer dire consequences.
Okay, sorry, I had to finish that dire consequences. But yeah, Magpie Pony. And who reforms Chrysalis? How does this end? I guess you'll have to find out yourself. But be sure to check it out. And now, when you pat her head... Oh, God.
Old Queen Chrysalis was sitting on her throne. You came a bit too close, now she wants to break your bones. She started to snarl, she gave you a hiss. She flared her horn to kill you with bliss. But when you pat her head, her anger goes away. When you pat her head, no longer you're a goner. When you pat her head, you live another day. One more day.
I don't know the
heads. They didn't understand the fearsome queen undone by just a gentle hand. She grumbled and she groaned, but couldn't fight the spell. A pat upon her head and all her anger fell.
Okay, the ear flaps were amazing.
Her head, she freezes in her tracks. When you pat her head, her skull's no longer cracking. When you pat her head, she simply can't attack. Scratch her back. She tried to
Yep. So
they had fun.
They did. So how does this end? How do you get away when you have to keep patting her head to survive? You'll have to see Double W Brothers and see how it ends. But now for getting this far, you get a reward.
A reward?
Reward? Why is that a Thomas the Tank?
I'm more concerned about Twilight Sparkle about to throw Bambi on there.
I'm more concerned with why so many things were listed in there. Yeah.
God, I feel like I need to go through this
Disney.
I feel like I need to go through this with a fine-tooth comb because this is some wild shit.
What?
And yeah, 30 seconds to finally get to the video.
Oh, Spike.
Yes, Rare?
I have a little gift for you.
Oh, a gift for me? What is it?
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say this is show animation.
Oh no.
You know what? Perfect time to pause.
I have to say, damn, they got good production values.
It's definitely interesting production values, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, if you want to see this out and figure out what the rest of this is, and I think I might have to come back to this at some point. George Garza Productions, and this is Reward Sparity. I, of course, avoided saying Sparity because then it kind of gives away exactly what's going on here. Though, I think this kind of gives it away too, don't you think?
A bit.
Anyway, Tree Hugger, dual-purpose pony.
Yep, we're talking about a character with only one speaking role. I wouldn't normally, but I have to take a minute to admire what a perfectly crafted character Tree Hugger is. And because a lot of people seem to like her, myself included. As someone who spent most of his 20s dealing with crippling anxiety that I was making worse by abusing alcohol, I've really found myself drawn to chill, laid-back characters in fiction. Exhibit A. And while it can be hard to find safe-for-work merch of her for semi-obvious reasons, her role in Season 5's Make New Friends But Keep Discord is one of the most elegant moments of screenwriting the show ever put on paper, and I have to talk about it. As a refresher, Make New Friends sees Discord upset that his close friend Fluttershy decided to go to the Grand Galloping Gala with another friend instead of him. Intense jealousy and smooze ensues, and in the end Discord learns that friendship isn't monogamous, and it's okay to have multiple circles of acquaintances. For this to work, the writing team needed a character that fulfilled two criteria. She had to believably be friends with Fluttershy, and she had to be the kind of person who would get under Discord's skin, and Tree Hugger's central archetype fits both of those roles like an absolute glove. The hippie is one of those character archetypes steeped in the history, culture, and political climate of 1960s America, but even divorced from the circumstances that popularized the lifestyle, it's a caricature that kids at least partially recognize in its sanitized form. A free-spirit pacifist that believes in peace, plays bongos, maybe eats fewer processed foods, all that. It's a very easy caricature to portray, and make no mistake, Tree Hugger's appearance in her Focus episode does read strongly as a caricature as opposed to a fully fleshed out character, something that would have likely been corrected with second or third episodes. But as a group of traits attached to a one-time character, this one archetype fills both roles perfectly. I completely buy that Tree Hugger is good friends with Fluttershy. As close as she is with characters like Pinkie or Dash, Fluttershy probably gets along best with ponies that take life at their own pace, very go-with-the-flow individuals, hence the mellowed-out attitude. Tree Hugger is also an animal lover, as a member of the Equestrian Society for the Preservation of Rare Creatures, so she already demonstrably cares about all living things. I can't take credit for this, but in my research I ran into a really cool theory that Tree Hugger communicates with plants in the same way that Fluttershy communicates with animals. That's a cool parallel, and one of my new favorite fan theories. Fluttershy talking calmly with her friend in a big social setting
The rest of that post was concerning.
From the Fluttershy from 4
Yep!
What?
Hold on. Back it up.
The rest of that post, I wonder if there are folks with similar connections to fungi or cyanobacteria.
I mean,
that gives me concerns.
We're gonna avoid talking,
but also
we're gonna avoid talking about Shroomster here. Let's just go ahead and move on.
Hey, you bacteria! You stop multiplying. You stop it right now.
Where hot dogs come from?
You sure cook up a goddamn good burger, Og. Oh, you kill me. Mind throwing on some hot dogs? Hot? Draggle, you didn't get the hot dogs?
Oh, I thought that was Rika's job.
Was it? Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry. The fact that I'm hearing King of the Hell voices is making me laugh harder than they should.
Rika, make sure she does it this time.
Okay.
I just want a goddamn hot dog.
Can we get some candy while we're at the market?
We're not buying hot dogs at the market, not in this economy. But I know where we can find fresh organic hot dogs for free.
Really? Where?
You know what hot dogs are made of, right?
Dogs?
Where's Surprise? She should have been here by now.
She said she was picking up some daisies for supper.
But daisies make you crazies.
They do?
Yep.
Daisies make you crazies.
Just because it rhymes doesn't make it true.
Wah!
It's the witches!
Howdy, neighbors. Rika, get him!
Surprise!
It's surprise!
Aha! I got you. Idiots. You're done.
I know I have that recipe somewhere.
Please let us go.
No.
Please?
Don't you nag me. Rika, watch them while I go get the seasoning.
Right. Why do you guys like being tied up so much?
What?
I mean, I'm not judging or nothing.
But we don't like being tied up. You did this. You.
But it happens so often. I just assumed...
Well, you assumed wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna just pause it. So, it has a fun ending. Trust me, you do absolutely want to check this out. This is from Scooter Trick Studios, where hot dogs come from.
Also, I want to just point out, the actual show, there's a dragon with fire that could have probably done something here, but they chose to ignore that.
Of course, just let them have their fun the way they want.
Yeah, Spike's always the butt monkey.
Yep. Anyway, let's go to a safe place.
Second, well, on the internet, there is no safe place.
What's with the mangoes? Why is there mangoes?
Ponies love mangoes.
Fat ponies love mangoes.
Anyone else hearing me?
There, now we're even. So, yeah, safe place by Starcast.
Does anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh, I said that line as well. I thought, oh am I muted or something?
Oh, no. We're trying to keep the motor here a little bit longer.
All right.
And we're going to do one more video before we wrap it up here. The reverse reality. But yeah, safe place by Starcast Eclipse. Be sure to check it out. Yeah. Yeah.
There is so much going wrong here. It hurts.
Yeah, I'll admit for a moment I almost forgot that what the gun does would actually make fucking sense. It actually took me a moment for some reason the gun didn't make sense at first. I was like, wait a minute, of course it makes sense.
But yes, with that is going to wrap it all up here for the evening. So it's time to say goodnight. We had some fun. We got to check out an awesome game by Yoshi Greenwater. And we got to go through a lot of videos. Boy, I got a lot to clean up here. But while we're getting all of that set up and wrapping up for the evening, let's get our shout-outs in. Crazy Bat Captain.
Fires, explosion, fossil events, gallery wrong things. There's definitely something happening Thursday. We'll see how Wednesday goes, depending upon the weather.
Alright, DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and have fun with your friends.
Textalion.
I know.
And Tokoi.
Shouts out to all the little people that watch us. We'll see you on the bond.
And Suki of the Otaku Sunday.
bet. Oh yeah. By the way, I am doing a stream on Wednesday night. 8 should be around 8 Eastern. Doing Mario Party with some people, with some folks that I know.
Ooh, sounds awesome.
Yep.
All right, then with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for another episode. Let's try that again. I'd like to thank you for. Yep. Let's try words one more time. I'd like to thank you for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to tune in on Thursday for the Thursday Crew doing Thursday Fun. Tune in on Sunday for Circuits Gaming Room. We are hopefully going to be wrapping up our time in PAL World for now as we get ready to tackle the final tower and maybe the oil derrick. And along with that, tune in an hour early on Mondays for the pre-show with Pre-Show Crew doing Pre-Show Fun. And we also have the Coffee House After Party, which is only live, only on our Vaughn stream. So the only way to check it out is if you catch it live on the Vaughn. And with that, I'd like to thank our IRC chatters. Thank you to Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on the IRC chat. Thank you to Chaos Sakai, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 5421, Segment Tech Selling the second. And also, yay to our archivers. And speaking of which, I want to give a big shout out to all of our people out there, all of the archive watchers on YouTube, Twitch, and wherever archives may be uploaded. And a big thank you to all of our live stream watchers on YouTube and Twitch, and however you're catching the Brony Show itself. However you watch the show, however you enjoy our shenanigans and our complete rants of insanity. I'm actually getting closer to sanity again. Hooray. Thank you. It does mean an absolute awful lot that you're here with us. And thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for enjoying our fun and our shenanigans. And even being and participating if you can. Or even just voicing out your random thoughts. However you participate in the Brony Show and being a part of the Brony community, it does mean a lot to me. And I think it means a lot to everybody else out there too. But to go ahead and wrap it all up here, let's go ahead and Let It Rain by Memory Tale. Have a good night, everybody.
Let it
just too much, but you gotta let it in.